talking about. Obviously, that's why.
Some of the more controversial rewards, such as Trailblazer charges behind the Premium Pass, yes, the Premium Pass, are locked at level 107. Surely a battle pass with an infinite task system after completing it should be balanced around the majority of your player base. It's so hard to comprehend how they thought this was going to go down well. I really do not understand. It should be like at least 40% faster to make up for whatever the...
If it's 40% faster, it still takes forever. Like, the thing is that, like, this kind of stuff, I don't think that they expected for it to go well at all. I don't think so in any way, right? Yeah, the flaw in most of his argument is thinking entirely from the perspective of a player. Exactly. Like, he's looking at this from the perspective of, like, what does this provide to me? What value does this provide to me, a player? Well, you think they add battle passes into the game for the players? No, they add them into the game to make money. That's why every game has battle passes. That's a fucking duh, right? And so you have these situations where people look at the game and they say, why would this possibly happen? Well, I mean, as Mr. Krabs says, money. Money, 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 money. It causes people to spend money on the store. It causes people to interface with the battle pass, which is probably at some other point talking about other things that you can buy on the store. This is just the way these games work. I mean, really, that's how it is. So I don't think that they expected for it to go well at all. I think that they expected that the players would have pushback and they would adjust based off of how much pushback they would get. But I don't think that anybody at the company probably thinks this is a genuinely good thing for players. Like, maybe they think that it could be a neutral thing for players and it could be maybe a positive thing for the developers. So it's okay for it to happen. But the truth is that, yeah, that's what I think it is. Cost of making a game has increased exponentially, but selling the game has only gone up with inflation. Costs have to be found somewhere else, and usually it's subtle. You're right. You're absolutely right. Inflation is a bitch. Money is tight. People still want free games. They don't want to pay even $70 for them. People have been paying $60 for video games 15 years. What the fuck else is the same price it was 15 years ago? Very few things. So yeah, of course they're going to try to make up money, because this is the problem. Gamers don't want to spend a lot of money on video games. Absolutely not. Like, look at the shit that Starfield got with Starfield. Fucking Bethesda got with Starfield. Like, there was a huge amount of people that were angry because the game was $100. It was $100 fucking dollars. Starforge, well, no, I mean, to be fair, people were upset about the prices with Starforge at the beginning too. We had to change those. So actually, it's really not that bad of an analogy. But we're talking about games. So the thing here is that whenever you look at this situation, it makes sense that they're going to want to do this. And this is why so many games are adopting these microtransactions. It's because gamers are unwilling to spend money at the rate that the cost of making video games is accelerating at. And I think that there is some, like, there's a give and take to this, right? Where, like, the developers have to understand that having famous voice actors voice act a character in a video game isn't worth the extra $10 it might make the video game cost. It's not worth the extra $10 to have, like, mouth vocal, you know, like, mouth capture whenever you're doing, like, subtitles or, like, you know, closed captioning for another language in this video game. Gamers mainly care about gameplay, I would say, right? Because that's kind of in the name. So you always have these developers that have this, like, massive fixation on creating these things that players don't really care about, like having a UI that's designed in a certain way because that's what they learned in game school. Well, nobody gives a fuck what you learned in game school. People want to play a fucking video game. And so the developers are spending, I think, a lot of money on things that don't matter. And at the same time, I think the players are also being unreasonable. I think that you can't realistically expect the price of video games to maintain, like, RuneScape 3 is free, isn't it? Like, how the fuck do you expect them to make money? But the problem is because players are unwilling to spend money on hardly anything, well, then guess what happens? Well, then you have these systems get put in because the company needs to make up the difference. So I understand, like, I understand both sides to this. And it's a big problem with gaming, and it's going to become a bigger problem over time. How is it unreasonable? The reason why it's unreasonable is because I don't think that you can expect to buy a continuously improving product in terms of like graphics, fidelity, updates, etc. With a video game nowadays, and then expect to pay the same price that you did for 15 years ago. I just think that like it's completely ignorant of the way that money works in our society. Inflation exists, and it affects everybody. Like this isn't an opinion. It's not. It's just a fact. So whenever you go and you say, well, I don't want to pay any more money for a game, that's fine. You don't want to pay any more money for a game? Sure. Then they're going to have things like this. That's just what it is. I used to pay $1 for my games because my parent bought me a chip PSX, and recently games used to cost $60 back then. Yeah, I think people can always get, hacked stuff, etc. But the point is, if the CEOs got paid less, it would be far less of an issue, bro. No, it wouldn't. No, if the CEO got paid less, like, like, that's... Look at the balance sheet for one of these companies. So number one, like, if you look at Bobby, right? If you look at Bobby, where is Bobby getting paid from? Whenever people say Bobby made $200 million, did he get paid $200 million? Did they just bring in like a, they brought in like a fucking, a few trucks full of these and then they just, you know, dumped it off at his fucking, at his mansion? No, he's getting paid in stocks. It's value. It's not something that's like liquid money. I mean, guys, y'all have really got to understand this shit. So I can see where games, have this problem. Now, there are games that can still succeed, and I think that Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring are two great examples of this, and I'll tell you why. It's because they are a complete experience. There's not a lot of new content that's being added to Elden Ring. They added the Colosseum, and that was about it, right? And the Colosseum isn't really anything new. It's just a menu using already existing assets, right? And guess what? Like, I think that if you expect a game to be continuously developed over time, you should expect to have to either spend money or at least other people are able to spend money to fund that development. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that's your own decision. But I do think it is unreasonable for you to expect that playing a game, buying it like one time, I think that whenever you buy a game, this is my philosophy on this. Whenever you buy a game, you pay for everything in that box at that time. Anything new, any future updates, you're not paying for that. You're paying for what existed whenever you buy that box. Whether this is Elden Ring, a World of Warcraft expansion, or anything else. So this is the problem that gaming has now. It's that developers and development studios are wasting money focusing on things that gamers don't care about, and gamers simultaneously are unwilling to spend more money for video games. So what the development studios do is that they just keep spending more money on the game, and then they just add in microtransactions to make up the difference for what's going to happen. For the fact that people aren't spending more money that accounts for inflation. So that's what it is. I'd say it's more unable than unwilling. I'd say it doesn't matter. They're not getting the money. At the end of the day, they're not getting the money. Stop making live service games. Well, people like playing live service games. The reason why they make live service games is because people play them. But are gamers really, though? Gamers say they won't pay, but I think they do anyways. You're right. Everybody says, oh, I'm not going to play... Give me a second. Oh, I'm not going to play Starfield on the first day. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I would never do that. So, does it show, like, how many players it had the first day? I'm sorry, I'm not able to find it. How many people did it have the first day? Yeah, you can zoom out. Oh, can I? Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. Okay, so it had 234. So let's do a calculation. 234,000 times $123 million. That's a lot of money. So everybody says they're not going to do it, but if you look at what the numbers are, there's a lot of people that did it. And that's the problem. It's that people say they're not going to do something and then they do it. Because video gamers are... Yeah, keep Game Pass in mind. You're right about that. But look at Hogwarts Legacy. It was the same situation. And it was the same early access. Everything was pretty much the same as this. And Lost Ark too, by the way. And the thing is, like, gamers, I think, have some of the least self-control in any group of people that I've ever experienced. Gamers have no self-control. They will eat shit, and they will beg for you to tell them it's chocolate. They will write fucking essays about why it's chocolate. They will make video essays about why it's actually chocolate. They're gonna be like, I don't mind eating shit. It tastes fine to me. I don't care about the taste. At first I didn't like eating shit, but after eating it for 10,000 hours, I've actually grown accustomed to the taste. You should try it yourself. This is what gamers do. So I think that gaming right now is just in such a stupid position. It's in such a stupid spot because, like, you have these things that are like this is just so stupid. Like, this battle pass is so fucking dumb. I'm sorry I'm like going off on a massive tangent about this, but like, this battle pass is obviously really fucking stupid. It's obviously designed in a way to make people want to spend money. It's not player friendly at all. It's just made to make money. And I think that most battle passes are like that. Is there a spectrum of battle passes? Absolutely. I do think this battle pass is on the side of the spectrum that is much more negative. But overall, I think we can expect to see more of this. I've eaten shit for 15 years. Why would I eat anything else? This works just fine. Yeah. What do you mean I should stop eating shit after 15 years? I've been eating it for 15 years. Why would I stop eating shit? That's part of what the game is. The game is about eating shit. So you want to change the fundamental nature of the game? I mean, it tastes fine. It's the best part of the game.
What are the active players are missing opposed to the active players in terms of playtime? I would hope that a battle pass with an infinite system after finishing it would be balanced around like 80% of the player base at least. The majority of players need to be able to complete the battle pass, not the...
It is balanced around 80% of the player base at least. Again, it's balanced around them not being able to complete it and then being incentivized through the sunk cost fallacy to spend money to make up the difference. It is designed to be completed, but not with time.
minority.
Not
Players
only
should not
with
be
time.
spending 1.5 to 3 hours per day completing this battle pass after completing every single mission. And even though this is the supposed first feedback post, Jagex not addressing one of the biggest issues with this battle pass with their first bit of feedback feels like a slap in the face. It's like your entire car breaking down after an accident, the local shop calling you and saying, hey, we fixed your cracked window, but the car still won't start. The other big issue are those content buffs that are distributed quite unfairly towards free members and premier players. The content buffs, of which the Chaos Ward and Trailblazer ones were the controversial ones, according to Jagex, were a reason to incentivize players to check out certain content. Why not just make it a special weekly event? Why does it have to be in an MTX system?
Well, it's because it's not true. They're incentivizing people to check out the content. No, they're incentivizing people who are checking out the content to check out the battle pass. Like, it's like, you know, you're putting the cart before the horse.
Why do premier players get more of these buffs than regular paying members that are already paying for their game? It's not a fair way of distributing game-changing buffs, which could get more powerful as we go, which is the worrying part about these kind of buffs being split between premier and regular members and being part of a battle pass. The very least they're doing is they're going to have a look at where these buffs are placed in the hero pass to maybe place them a little bit more forward, at least that's what I assume, to reduce the amount of, hey, you need to do this to get these buffs, otherwise you're missing out FOMO feeling. It's also worth noting that Jagex apologized for presenting the hero pass as a major update, which is good to see. In conclusion, Jagex is awake and listening, and it's good to see them at least adjusting things, although I really hope that this isn't the last we'll hear from it. There's still improvements to be made, specifically on balancing those content buffs, the speed at which you progress for playing your way, i.e. not completing missions the entire time, and the reduction of daily scape. It's worth noting that I may not make another dedicated video on this topic and instead add it into the usual weekly news unless Jagex does something out of the ordinary. Only if you don't feel satisfied by these changes
what a story, lol.
Don't act that way and let your voice be heard. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hi. Solar. What the fuck? So what did I say to him? 2.4. Okay. What's up, Solar?
Hello, how are you this night?
Night? It's... In 1 minute, it's lead time. Oh my god.
Lol, yeah, sorry, it's 3:43 a.m. in Alaska.
Oh damn. Okay. What? Where? 34. Fair enough. 34. Okay. Let's go. Man, it's weird that it's so different, huh? Sometimes it's hard to catch people in streams. Yeah, I just got off work, I'm done for the week. And now it's time to play PoE and farm some money. Yeah.
Agreed. Oh wow, nice. Fridays are always the best.
Yep. Okay, I'm making some money. I can buy more cards from a headhunter. Okay. Time. Let's buy more cards.
Good day.
Right on.
Yep, I'm getting there. Okay. He wants 2.4. Okay, that's 559. Oh, wait. 5. Okay.
I cannot do this yet.
Australia realm. I'm buying from a Kiwi. Okay. That's a lot of chaos. And I can buy another one. Ah. So wait, it's Friday for you, Solar, correct?
Yeah, Friday morning, I guess.
Ah, yeah. I made big money with this one. This one has a tier 3 corruption altar and the gem one too, so that's big money. So, yeah, it's nice. Lucky temple. Okay, and with this one, make a new one. Oh, I can check if we can run.
That's awesome. So many items I still haven't seen in the game.
Yeah, Headhunter is insane. I can show you. So what Headhunter does is, if you see yellow mobs, they have a lot of mods. And if you kill them with the Headhunter belt on, you take all their mods. When you kill a rare monster, you gain its modifiers for 60 seconds. That's a long time. So I'm playing Oro's Sacrifice Flicker build here on this one. And Flicker Strike means you teleport to people. And if you use Frenzy Charges, you can infinitely flicker. And then the build looks like this. And if the mobs have cool mods like speed or crit or anything cool, Soul Eater, well, Soul Eater is the sickest one. And
Oh, I heard of that belt. It's incredibly expensive. No way,
Yes.
that's awesome.
I'm farming this. So, this is how I want to play this league. Do you like it? Seizure warning, I guess. Oh, Abyss, for example, is really nice. Abyss spawns a lot of rare monsters.
Ha ha ha, it's awesome, I love it.
Yeah, really fun. So yeah.
Yo man, what's up?
Hey Evac. I just showed Solar Patrol on Standard League, my Headhunter Oro Sacrifice. By the way, this is at the moment on the 5 link. I still need a 6th one. Yeah.
So many unique builds in this game.
Yeah,
By the way, I was lurking around and came across your stream, and maybe I can help you out with your Twitch custom graphics even more.
Oh no. Thank you for adding to the memes, because I just screenshotted your shit. Art. We'll put your shit on my stream too. I don't want your art. Here you go. You can now leave. I wonder if you're a bot.
All good, man.
Okay, see you. Back when I started playing and streaming on Twitch, this used to not be a thing. Oh well, if you get really lucky, you get some really sick mods from the mobs here. Okay. That was the build. I aim to play that build.
Looks like great clear speed.
Yeah. It's just that your character is a bit uncontrollable.
I cannot do this yet. Peace to you.
How's the trail? How's the trail?
Yo.
Ghastly influence lingers in this map, germinating unknown dangers.
Have you ever heard of Untainted Paradise?
No, sir.
It's a very rare map. And it gives you so much XP. 3 times the XP from a normal map, or more even. So now I'm going to log on a character that's rather low level, and we're gonna write down how much percent experience he has, and then we run the map, and you can watch the XP bar go up real fast. So we have
Wow, 336%.
okay, here you go.
LVL 84, 72%. Heck yeah. LVL 84, 72%.
Now we're running this. It's gonna be crazy. It's a very cool map. It's just one island. Oh my god, watch the XP bar.
Holy cow, it's like your LVL 1 again.
Yeah, kinda nuts, huh? And this is only a level 10, a tier 10 map. There is also a tier 15 map of this one. It's also insane for gem leveling. Wonder if we still get the next level here too.
Oh wow, so even better tier 16.
Yeah. I think I should ding again. Nice. Someone is buying my temple. Or not.
Yeah, that express bar is moving fast.
It's kinda cool, man. I love this map. Oh wait, the camera's gone. Erik, du Psychopath. Ich hab Feierabend. Klar, 12:30. Ja, was los? Ja, direkt auf der Reeperbahn sogar. Das nennt sich, ich schick's dir in WhatsApp. Ja, das ist geil. Da gibt's Burger, Pommes mit so Gedöns drauf. Da kannst du auch Cocktails trinken. Nee, nein, nicht gut aus, Digga. Ja, nee, habe ich dir geschickt den Namen? Mega, mega gut. Ja, ja, wegen dem Cruise Days da. Cruise Days? Ach so, okay. Aber die sind auch da. Da ist alles blau und so. Naja. Ja, aber der Laden, den empfehle ich dir sehr. Wirst du sehr richtig, richtig geiles Essen, ey. Ne? Ja, was teuer. Nein. Wahnsinnig. Ja, nee, nee. Ganz normal. Cool. Ja, mega. Dann viel Spaß morgen. Schönen Feierabend später. Ja, ich daddel jetzt. Ja, klar. Zu Hause. Computer. Ja. Ein Diablo-ähnliches Spiel. Ah, geil. Hab ich früher auch sehr viel. Nö, aber kann ich auf jeden Fall auch mal wieder anfangen. Ach so. Der Dragonflight ist auch cool. Ah. Ah, cool. Shadowlands. Ja, geil. Ja, bestimmt, ey. Bis dann. Ciao. Okay, so in a tier 10 map, I made exactly one level. That's pretty sick. That's really good XP. Sorry, I was on the phone. Okay, here we go. That's done.
That's the trail. This one's not. I cannot do this.
All good, and that's a lot of express, no wonder it's such a rare map.
Yeah. The tier 15 one would have been probably so good XP. Okay, now I'm doing a Curec mission where I just kill an Elder Slayer to get the fragment, because I still haven't done Uber Elder. I really hope I can do him once I have all the fragments. Yeah, let's see. This league I wanted to kill Uber Elder myself.
Probably another level.
Let's see.
Nice.
I assume you don't have to work tomorrow? For you?
Do not let them reach the purification pump.
I cannot do this yet.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna play a video.
It's over.
Oh god.
Correct. I'm
So-
not working at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Very long story short, had some life issues and I'm just taking a step back at the moment.
Oh, nice. Good. Yeah, personal health comes first. Fair enough. Alright, since I'm bored, let's check this out. If you have any questions, always ask ahead.
These are the players they make the game for. I logged in, I did the quest. She came to the
Not at all.
tower and demanded to see Alexstrasza. I already knew what was happening, but I prayed my expectations would be subverted. Alexstrasza extends an olive branch. I immediately alt F4'd out. We killed Razageth. We killed 1,000 primalists. They killed 1,000 dragons. Why in the fuck would either side want peace? The same shit with Sarkareth. Why? Let World of Warcraft have some
Yeah,
fucking
personal
war.
health.
And then somebody responds and they say, take a deep breath. And then somebody else says, we've had nothing but war for the last 3 expansions. Maybe it's time for you to go play a different game.
Okay, thank you.
All good.
No. And I want to explain with a scene from a movie about what people want to see whenever we're talking about having peace. This is a great movie. Just in context, Clint Eastwood and this tribe have had like a difference of opinion about who should be where and whose land it is, and you know, it's like they've had differences. And so he's come to talk to the chief. This is about the, you know, the last 20% of the movie. There's the chief.
Oh no.
You'll be 10 bears?
I am 10 bears.
I'm Josie Wales.
I have heard. You're the Grey Rider. You would not make peace with the Bluecoats. You may go in peace.
I reckon not. Got nowhere to go.
And you will die.
I came here to die with you. I'll live with you. Dying ain't so hard for men like you and me. It's living that's hard. When all you've ever cared about's been butchered or raped. Governments don't live together. People live together. From governments, you don't always get a fair word or a fair fight. Well, I've come here to give you either one, or get either one from you. I came here like this so you'll know my word of death is true. And that my word of life is then true. The bear lives here, the wolf, the antelope, the Comanche. And so will we. Now, we'll only hunt what we need to live on, same as the Comanche does. And every spring, when the grass turns green, the Comanche moves north. He can rest here in peace, butcher some of our cattle, and jerk beef for the journey. The sign of the Comanche. That will be on our lodge. That's my word of life.
And your word of death?
It's here in my pistols, there in your rifles. I'm here for either one.
These things you say we will have. We already have.
That's true. I ain't promising you nothing extra. I'm just giving you life and you're giving me life. And I'm saying that men can live together without butchering one another.
It's said that governments are chiefed by the double tongues. There is iron in your words of death for all Comanche to see. And so there is iron in your words of life. No signed paper can hold the iron. It must come from men. The words of 10 bears carries the same iron of life and death. It is good that warriors such as we meet in the struggle of life or death.
Man,
It shall be life.
I've never watched westerns, but this one is badass. I knew that Clint Eastwood is a badass, but yeah, I've never really watched any movies. That's cool as shit.
So will it be.
I reckon so.
Huh.
We could have seen that in Warcraft 3. We're not seeing that anymore. That's the kind of peace. That's the kind of fucking scene. Just straight up, raw, fucking aggression, masculinity, and just strength. Tenacity.
Same, I
That
don't either, but
is the
that's good.
problem.
Yeah.
It's not about whether it is peace or war.
Wow.
It is about the context
What?
at which you arrive at whether it's peace or war. And so whenever I see this shit,
What? Okay. What? So, There is a skill called Envy. It's an aura that gives flat chaos damage. And normally people play this with poison SRS because you want all your poison bros, your SRS bros, to do more damage with poisons, and you do this with a higher amount of flat damage. Apparently that normally is only on a sword. Apparently that's also on here? What? I did not know that. That is very interesting. Huh. Wait. Shit. I didn't know that existed. Look at that. That one goes for 80 chaos. Today I learned.
Whoa.
Interesting. I did know that's a thing.
Tala, long day. This one's not your usual rump, Godslayer. This map.
I cannot do this.
Okay, next map.
The problem is not necessarily the plot, but it is in which it is delivered. There's no femboys here. Yeah, bro, like, there's no fucking femboys. This is not a femboy situation, alright? This just some straight up real shit. There's no scalies. There's no furries in this shit. No. It's high testosterone only, exactly. And again, it's about the vibe. It's all about the fucking vibe. I could easily expect like a dialogue like this with a resolution like this between like Thrall and, I don't know, like Varian or something like that. I know Varian wasn't around then, but just like theoretically, like or Thrall and you know, some other person in Warcraft 3. I could easily have seen this. Thrall and Turalian and Greymane or something like that. Yes. Everyone would talk about their feelings in a bigger threat that's bigger than the last bigger threat. True. Oh, that's such a good example. Yeah.
Must do. I will speak to your war chief. I speak for the Horde. Very well. The Horde has committed heinous crimes, Vol'jin. But some among you fought against Garrosh's tyranny. For that, I am willing to end this bloodshed. But know this. If your Horde fails to uphold honor as Garrosh did,
Asmongold's great haha.
Haha. Yeah, I know.
we will end you.
This is a sick scene.
Yep.
Damn, boy.
That's right. So fucking good, man. was so fucking good. And they both died 2 expansions later. You know, it is what it is. But look, I mean, that's the thing, though, is like, it was a, I never thought of this, but like, yeah, this is almost a 1-to-1. What was the panda in the end? That's the comedic relief that the game didn't need.
I cannot do this yet.
Okay, apparently this guy is tormented, which seems fine, but still. Oh. No wonder why I'm losing health. I'm not running. Wasn't running vitality. Now I'm good. There we go. Man, I love RF. Okay. Those aren't bad. 20 chaos. I'll do 10, I think. Maybe they sell.
Vitality.
Yeah.
So this sounds,
very strong.
it's just crazy. I can't believe this has been happening. I think this is just a total shock to everybody. But apparently a PR firm has been manipulating the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores for over 5 years by paying critics directly. I can't believe it. Guys, how could they possibly do this? No way. No way. What? What? They're doing this? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. This is, I would have never I didn't think this was happening. What is this? This system is broken. Audiences are dumber. Normal people don't go through reviews like they used to. Rotten Tomatoes is something the studios can game, so they do. The PR firm is Bunker 15, and they pay $50 or more for a review. They often recruit, let's go ahead and read the whole thing, obscure critics who aren't part of the pool tracked by Rotten Tomatoes. These payments are typically not disclosed. That's smart. That way people will take it more seriously. And Rotten Tomatoes says it prohibits reviewing based on financial incentive. One film, Ophelia, starring Daisy Ridley, went from 46% to 62%. That's an...
Okay, I'm gonna quickly get some food, BRB.
Ha 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 ha.
Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, let's go.
An increase of a lot. Rotten Tomatoes has delisted a number of Bunker 15 movies from its website and sent a warning to writers who reviewed them. We take the integrity of our scores seriously, and we do not tolerate any attempts to manipulate them. We have a dedicated team who monitors our platforms regularly and thoroughly investigates and resolves any suspicious activity. So, let's go ahead and we'll look just a little bit about this. Oh God, it's very bright, I apologize. A feminist retelling of Hamlet starring Daisy Ridley, who had seen early screenings, published 13 reviews, 7 of them negative, which translated to 46%. But just the way it doesn't mean to say there, Bunker 15 went to work. While most PR companies aim to get the attention of critics from top publications, Bunker 15 takes a more bottom-up approach, apparently, recruiting obscure, often self-published critics who are nevertheless part of the pool tracked by Rotten Tomatoes. Another break from standard...
They're like a 23-second delay from when I send a message to when you get it, so that hahaha was way off lol.
Practice.
That's weird. Do you happen to have a Twitch account? Because you can also come over to Twitch and maybe the delay will be lower. I can also just restart the stream and maybe it fixes that.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Several critics say Bunker 15 pays them $50 or more. That's a really interesting way to say it, isn't it? Yeah, a break from standard practice. Oh my God, what a fucking politician. I love this article. This is incredible. Let's see here. In the October of that year, an employee of the company emailed the prospective reviewer of Ophelia, Sundance Film, and the feeling has been, is that it's been treated
I figure it's because of the distance. I don't mind as long as you don't mind my messages being off.
So the teams involved feel like it would benefit from more input from different critics. More input from different critics is not very subtle code. Well, it's obvious, right?
And I don't have a Twitch, no sorry.
Fine.
You know, it's been treated a bit harshly.
This is fine. So I'm using a platform called Restream.io, and that allows me to stream my stuff on that website, and then that one puts it on YouTube and Twitch, because I made the experience that most people finding my stream, like new people, they all come from YouTube. Whoa, what is that? Increased.
Awesome.
So yeah, but I have some like older folks, because I'm streaming for a long time now, that come through Twitch, so I do both.
Obvious, right? And let's see here. We wrote back to ask what would happen if he hated the film. Bunker 15 employee replied that, of course, journalists are free to write whatever they like, but super nice ones. And this is, again, it's a quote, right?
And that makes sense.
And this is what's so surprising about this, is that usually these are paraphrasings. Super nice ones, and there are more critics like this than I expected, often agreed not to publish bad reviews on the usual websites, but instead quarantine them on a smaller blog that Rotten Tomatoes. I was thinking Russia Today. Rotten Tomatoes never sees. I think it's a very cool thing to do. Oh, so the person that was representing the company says it was a very cool thing to do to quarantine the negative reviews. Yeah, for sure. And
What the fuck?
So, okay. Let's see. So this is what Quentin Tarantino said. Let's see. Movie called The Movie Critic admitted that Quentin Tarantino no longer reads critics' work.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he? He's Quentin fucking Tarantino. What is he going to read it for? What are they going to tell him that he doesn't already fucking know? Yeah, why would he? Today, I don't know anyone, he said. I'm told this person is excellent, but whenever I ask what are the 3 movies she loved and 3 that she hated in the last few years, none can answer me because they don't care. This is probably because with Rotten Tomatoes, together with help from Yelp, Goodreads, and countless other review aggregators, has desensitized us to the opinions of individual critics. Well, I'm just reading through this if there's anything else. To filmmakers across the taste spectrum, Rotten Tomatoes is a scourge. Martin Scorsese says that it reduces the director to a content manufacturer and the viewer to an unadventurous consumer.
Damn.
And Brett Rayner,
I never agreed with their score anyways,
said
lol.
it is the destruction of our business. But insiders acknowledge
I never really cared too much about scores.
that it's become...
Oh, I played the game or watched the movie and then I made my own decision. I don't care.
That's the trail.
Oh,
From what we can tell, there's a raw memory.
I think
floating
this
around,
is an expensive map.
but we can't identify it from afar. I suggest you take
Altered distant memory. They cost okay. Map here. They cost. What the hell? There is none on the. You cannot buy those. Weird. I don't know. But I'm running it. And this one also is 100% experience gain. And it's a tier 16. This is gonna be juicy.
Yeah, exactly.
a crucial arbiter. And then so, of course, people are paying money to stack the deck. Who could have ever expected this? So let's go ahead and let's talk about this. I don't think we need to go through the rest of it. I think it's just pretty obvious what we're looking at here. So, why is this happening? Why does this happen? Because they're able to make money off of it. And also the reason why is that in my opinion, I don't agree that people that are professional reviewers need to be elevated on a structural level. I think that if somebody's a professional reviewer, they should be elevated by the people who they provide reviews to. They shouldn't just be given a position and then told that everybody has to listen to this person who's a professional reviewer, and we're going to put them in a separate category away from the other common folk. I think this is ridiculous. Why is this even a thing to begin with? Because if you go and you look at a lot of these video games, for example, there are games that are literal dog shit
nice
garbage.
map.
But the game has a critical review score of a 6 or a 7.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart the stream and maybe it fixes the delay. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't know why it's happening. So if you hear me say that, just type OK. And then I'll restart. I'll wait. What the fuck?
Okay.
Right. Well, the